The final step of any great digital strategy is understanding what success is going to look like and how you're going to measure it. And of course, there are all sorts of great tools, Google Analytics, Facebook Insights, and then all sorts of other sort of more customized analytics platforms that you can invest in should you think that's an investment that's worthwhile. Personally, I think you can gather an awful lot of great data just from Google Analytics and each of the individual social platforms sort of insight dashboards. Now, once you're really clear on what it is that you're trying to measure, and I typically encourage people to try and not look at too many different things, right? So yes, have a metric for engagement, have a metric for conversions, have a metric for overall brand exposure. But ultimately, you don't want to confuse matters with two, because every additional piece of information you put in there is just going to dilute everything else. And ultimately, I would really encourage companies to be clear on what is their one headline KPI, or their one North Star, as you might call it. And the logic behind this is that as long as that one metric is moving northwards, is moving in the right direction, then everything else should be following beneath it. Now, for most companies, to be frank, that's going to be sales. However, if you're developing some kind of community, well, maybe it's some other metric, maybe it's more around engagement. But being crystal clear on what that priority, that headline KPI is so important, and then ultimately that's the thing that you should be looking at, not just month after month, not even week after week, but day after day. You need to be relentlessly obsessed with that metric.